the voice of Australian boxing, Ben Damon. Mate, fight week well and truly underway here with the open workouts. It's been an interesting start to the week so far. What are you making of it all so far, mate?
Yeah, Steve, it's been an interesting one with the judging controversy. Joey Spencer about to get on a plane and go home. Michael Zarafa about to arrive, turning the tables on when he went away from Newcastle and wanting to turn up now, but it sounds like everything's been sorted. So some good news in that regard, and the best news of all, that we have a fight. We've got a Tszyu fight in Newcastle live this Sunday in Australia and live in the US as well. It's going to be a big day and a big week.
So that's really interesting to hear, Ben. So we do have confirmation now. Joey Spencer's issues per se have been resolved and we're good to go with the original opponent?
Well, I can tell you that now because this isn't live, and by the time this goes out, it will have been confirmed on air or as part of our open workout broadcast. So Joey Spencer has just been told in the last couple of minutes, he and his team, that the judges' situation has been sorted out. So ultimately, the Combat Sports Authority of New South Wales have allowed 2 international judges to be appointed to this fight. So all of the concerns of the Spencer camp are gone. Tszyu's obviously happy. He doesn't mind. He says they won't need judges. So we do have a fight this Sunday.
I did find that interesting, Ben, that they talked about it needing to get to a threshold of significance for the fight to go ahead. I'm glad that we've worked out that it doesn't really get any bigger than it is.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Who just makes that call? The combat sports people are very professional, though. They're good people. They're boxing people. So I'm sure once it was explained, once all this was sorted out with them, it always felt like it could be sorted, and now it is. So common sense has prevailed, and we're all good to go.
Fantastic, mate. Tell us about the fight itself now. It's a fight I don't think anybody's underestimating how important it is for not only Tim, for boxing in general, and for everything that's associated with him. How are you feeling about it, noting that you'll be calling all of the action? Everyone listens to every word you say on fight night. So are you a bit nervous? Are you feeling it ahead of the fight?
No, I'm looking forward to it. This will be great. Great to have Tszyu back here in Australia. I called his fight in Orlando. Clearly that didn't go very well for him and for Australian boxing, but still it was a significant occasion, an exciting occasion. This will be really good. It means a lot to Tszyu. 3 losses on the bounce. It's a long, long way back from there, if there is a way back. So his career's on the line, quite frankly. And for Joey Spencer, who's a lovely fella, this is an opportunity to really jump out of the pack. You'll be excited, Steve, to know that our broadcast will be going live into the US, of course, as well as our commentary. So that'll be an opportunity for us, but more importantly for Joey, to show skills in front of an American audience. He really wants to be a big star in America. This is his chance to take a really big step.
Fantastic, mate. Couple of last questions. I know you're about to get to work and put your skills to good use as always. Do you think either of the 2 fighters will have been affected by what's going on this week, or is it just hyping things up so that we're ready for a big Sunday?
Tim won't. He won't have been impacted by this at all. It really didn't affect him. The only thing being that he thought maybe the fight was off there for a minute, but not for long enough to change his preparations in any way. Joey seems pretty professional. I know they were rattled by this, though. You could tell that they were a bit angry that things had gone down that path. So I'd be surprised if it impacts his performance, but maybe it could have just set him off a little bit for 24 hours or so if his team didn't handle it. And I don't know his team particularly well. So I'd be surprised if it plays a part, but it's another story for fight week, isn't it?
Absolutely, mate. One last question. Brandon Grach-Liam Talivaa, one of your iconic pieces of commentary when the knockout came in one of the fights of the year a few years ago. Who has more to lose in this fight? Noting that Grach came away with a great win, but Talivaa's got a good record, and the way he's been speaking, we heard it in the Main Event Boxing podcast from last week that yourself did with him, he seems quite relaxed as well. They both do, but Talivaa will come into this with a bit of a redemption story, and I think he's a big chance, same as Brandon.
Well, now this is what you should have led with. This is the fight of the night. This should be the main event. Brandon Grach and Liam Talivaa, it just doesn't get any better than that. The first time around was insanity for a round and a second. This time, it might be better. Who's got more to lose? Well, both of them are a very good chance of getting knocked unconscious, so they've got a lot to lose. But the winner goes on to bigger and better things in Australian boxing. If it's Liam Talivaa that wins, then the trilogy is an absolute must. If it's Brandon Grach, then he just continues to ascend, doesn't he, in such a young and exciting professional boxing career. Cannot wait for that fight. The co-main event, right where it belongs, and great for them, like we mentioned with Joey and with Tim. they get to be broadcast internationally as well, and the world gets to see what Australian heavyweight boxing is all about. That will be ridiculous.
Ben Damon, thank you very much as always, mate. Brilliant.
Thank you, Steve. Cheers, mate.